Welcome to the brick wall. Today we're going to talk about the importance of self-talk, which is something that I advocate, something that I've been doing for over 13 years. You guys know I've been breaking myself down and rebuilding. I talk about this in all of my books, Rise from the Ashes, Dating Scorpio, Nobody Can Hurt Me. You know, I'm not crazy. And I tell you guys, every time you open your mouth, you create the story, you plant the seed for your life. Now, I know a lot of you guys, you know, you pass it off as jokes. You want to self-deprecate in front of people that you may feel inadequate around, or you want to lift them up and be humble and all the silly little things that you guys talk about. And I tell you to rewrite your story, to stop saying certain things, because your mouth, your words are the seeds that you're planting for your future. So if you keep saying, I always attract bad men, honey, the universe is like, no problem, honey. You will attract every bad man in your whole entire life. Or, you know, and I talk about that as well, using the words always. You better use those carefully. You know, I say I always get what I want. The universe is always looking out for me. You know, everything works out in my favor. I always attract amazing people. Abundance is, you know, always within my reach. That's how you want to use it. So many of you guys, especially you Scorpios, you know, we're called all sorts of names by outsiders. We're called narcissists, we're called mean, we're called cold, we're called evil, we're called satanic. I mean, there's so many things. Like, you know, I've had my channel since 2013, so over a decade I've been called so many things by so many people. And how do I stay so powerful and strong and with my feet planted, cemented in the ground, knowing who I am, knowing who I'm becoming, just a knowing, not even like, oh, I kind of believe it, like I know for a fact, because I have talked myself up. I am the whisper in my ear saying, oh my gosh, this is amazing life that you have, you are so fabulous, you are so good. I'm the one in the mirror saying, oh my gosh, you're so great, you're the best thing that ever happened, you are fabulous. People are so fortunate to have you around them, just your essence. And this is the, you know, listen, a lot of you guys really care about others' feelings. That's nice of you. I care about mine. And so I explained to you guys in so many videos that you have to become selfish. I love that word. It doesn't offend me. I embrace it. I love taking care of myself. And I think about myself first. I come first before everyone. And there's no but about it. There's no like, but what if it's my children? What if it's my husband? Nope. I come first. I come first. And all of these other people are fortunate to have a me that puts myself first, because otherwise they couldn't benefit from all the gifts that I bring if I did not place myself on the pedestal. So let's start over. Some of you guys are new to the channel. Some of you guys think I only talk about Scorpios or astrology, which is totally not true. Actually, my channel is not even built on those things. It has an undercurrent of astrology because it's, you know, people are excited by it, and I've studied it for a long time, and I love to bring that element to it. But the basis of my channel is really rising from the ashes. It really is bringing yourself down, rebuilding, and having that base to flourish in life and get everything that you want and feel good enough to get it, to snatch it, to say it's mine, feeling good enough to walk in a room and cut the line and just walk right in front and have people just open the doors for you, honey, without apologizing, saying, oh no, I'll wait like everyone else, or oh no, or feeling like you're the peasant in every relationship that you're in. I know what all that feels like. So honey, it's way better on this side of the mountain. It is way better on this side. The grass is greener on this side. Okay, having low self-esteem, self-worth, talking yourself down, feeling like the butt of everybody's joke, allowing so-called friends to dismantle you in public and talk to you any old kind of way, honey, and think of you any old kind of way, and you feeling like those are the only friends you can make, or that's the only job you can get, or that's the only neighborhood you can live in, or that's the only body you can be in that's unhealthy, obese, and everything else. No, honey, that's not it. That is not it. I want you guys to move on this side where you know you can snatch all of the career that you want, or the accolades that you want, or the relationships that you want, especially the one with yourself. I want you guys to like yourself so deeply, to best friend yourself, to, you know, get to the point where you're like, you know what, I'd rather hang out with myself because I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like making it up and being on social media talking about self-love journey and this, that, and the other, but when you're home by yourself feeling like, you know, the crap on the ground that people have accidentally stepped on that they don't want. You know what I'm saying? Talking yourself up is extremely important. You know, the words, the language, the inner dialogue that you use every single day is going to culminate into a life that you have. How you're living right now is a result of your thoughts for the past like 5 years or 10 years or 20 years. Okay? Look around you. We're going to do an exercise. I want to do an exercise. Look around. Look at your space right now. I'm going to look at my space and you look at your space. Look around. Look at your walls. What's on your walls? Are there any photographs? Are there photographs of people you don't like? Photographs of people who don't like you? And you got their picture on your wall in your house, in your safe space? Look around. Are there objects in your space that remind you of terror, of trauma? You know what I see? Right here, to my left, your right, it says, what we think we become. That's what it says on the wall in giant letters. Over here on this wall, it says, I'm kind, I'm brave, I'm special, I'm strong, I'm worthy, I'm enough, I'm amazing, I'm resilient, I'm important. That's what it says right there. You know what it says on my door? Over there? I attract success easily. That's on my door. Every time I step foot out the door, that's in my face in big old letters. That's what I'm surrounded around. Affirmations, self-talk. What's in your space? Today I want you to do a writing exercise. And after you do the exercise, I want you to come back in the comment section, and not a second before. Some of you guys are fire signs and you are so rash and you just start typing before you even see the video or listen to anything. You know, that's something I'm so happy that I don't have. I'm so patient and attentive, and I'm not rash at all. I don't jump to conclusions. I don't jump to open my mouth. I just let things settle. I go by my energy. I let things settle. You know, I'm sensitive to my environment. Okay. Some of you are not, and this is just something you have to work on. I want you guys to do an exercise tonight. I want you to write yourself a letter. I love to do this. I love to write myself letters. I want you to write yourself a letter coming from the future significant other. Now, if you have a significant other right now, I want you to write yourself a letter coming from, you know, maybe the boss of a job that you really want, or someone significant in your life that you want to hear from, okay? For a lot of you guys, you're single, so you're out in these streets looking for people. I want you to write yourself a letter from that person. And I want you to write every single thing that you want to hear from them. Every single thing. Like, you know, whatever that may be. Maybe they tell you you're beautiful and you're perfect for them, and they love your smile. Like, write all the things that you want them to compliment you on. Like, I love the way you are. I love your smile. I love your energy. I love whatever. I want you to write that letter to yourself from them. And when you read that letter, when you finish it, I want you to look over it again. And I want you to look at it from a different perspective. Because what you write in that letter is all the things you feel that you're missing, that you're not getting from people. Because you're hoping that someone else gives it to you. You're hoping that somebody tells you that you're beautiful and wonderful, and you're so smart, and you're so funny, and this, that, and the other. These aren't necessarily things that you believe about yourself, but you want someone else to validate it. You want someone else to tell you this. You want someone else to, call you the queen or the king or whatever else. This is the whole here. Okay? And once you have that letter from someone else, I want you to get in the mirror and I want you to read it aloud, honey. Now, this may be challenging to begin with because a lot of times you're not going to believe what you read when it's you reading it. Now, if someone else said it, you'd be like, oh my gosh, they said this about me. And I know this. I get so many messages from you guys and you're like, oh, I met this Scorpio man and he told me I was the best thing he ever had and blah, blah, blah. And I could tell that you're telling me that because it's a validation for you. Like, you don't believe any of that stuff. But because he said it, it means so much. A lot of the times you put other people's words above yours. You're like, my boss said I was the best. I'm like, well, do you think you're the best? You know what I mean? Because, I'm my boss. But when I did have a boss, or if I did have a boss, they wouldn't have to tell me that. They wouldn't have to tell me shit. I know what I do around here. I know my place in every relationship. You don't have to tell me, oh, you're the best. Oh, honey, I know I am. You ain't got to tell me that. Because if I left, your whole life would fall apart. You don't have to tell me a thing. But a lot of you guys, you need to hear it from someone that you kind of admire. Or somebody that you've put on a pedestal. So write that letter and get all giddy and be like, oh my gosh, this is my dream guy or woman who are telling me these things. And then I want you to take that letter and go right in the mirror and read it to yourself. And it's going to feel funny. You're going to be like, oh my gosh. But it wouldn't feel funny if they were saying it, would it? See, I want you guys to get to the point. I want people to call you narcissists. Like, that's a word that has exploded the past 10 years. And interesting enough, not many people know what it means. They just say it. And I love for people to call me all sorts of things that I know that I am not, right? But the word narcissist is interesting because people use that as in you are so fixated on yourself. So that's such a compliment to me. I'm like, wow, they can actually see the work that I've been putting in. I am more into myself than I will ever be into you. And I love that you notice that by calling me a mental disorder that you don't even understand what it is. So, if nobody's calling you narcissist, you're really not putting that much effort into yourself. You're really not. If you're bending over backwards for somebody else and your life is in disarray, but their life is fabulous, honey, you're a sucker. That's what you are. You're a sucker. But they're not going to call you narcissist. They'll call me that. Because they can see the inner work. They can see how much I pour into myself and not them at all, honey. At all. So I want your self-talk to be powerful. I want you to be saying all the things to yourself that you wish somebody else would. And of course you're going to get backlash for it. If you're weaker, and that means you haven't had your footing yet. I talked about this in Rise from the Ashes. It is literally the number 2 on the list is say nothing, right? Until you get your footing. Because you will wobble. People are like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, ill. You're so selfish. You're so narcissist. You're so into yourself. Honey, I dare someone come to me and say that. Yes, yes. They don't know that they're actually like hyping me up when they say that. They're like, you're a narcissist. I'm like, oh my gosh, you could tell that I'm pouring all this energy into myself that I will never pour into you. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that whole kind of shakeup is flattering, because I'm like, I can see that it's working. Like, I'm putting in the work and people are getting shattered by it. Like, there's movement happening. And you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see people with their little threats because they're uncomfortable. Like, oh my gosh, you're starting to love yourself. I can't have that because I've been benefiting from your self-hate for many, many years. And I need you to stay the same and not talk yourself up. You know, people say, calm down, calm down. Oh, calm down. You're not that, you know, you shouldn't be that into yourself. You know, you're going to hear all those words. All those words. But this is the thing. Many of you guys are where you are because of you. You're saying the most volatile things. Oh my gosh, you know, I wrote a whole book called I'm Not Crazy. A lot of you guys are listening to the outer skirts. People are calling you crazy. They're calling you narcissist. They're giving you mental disorders. And the interesting part about that is that you're believing it. Like, you're taking it on. I heard one of you in the comments say, I'm crazy. I already know I'm crazy. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you even know what that word means? Like, what are you talking about? Why are you owning something like that? Because someone else said it. And now that's your demeanor. Like, what are you doing? Like, what? And they're laughing at you. They're like, ha, 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 ha. You know, they're laughing at your self-belittling. They're laughing at your self-deprecation. Like, what, you think you're going higher by using that type of language, by cutting yourself down? You're not. You're not. Okay? Self-talk is the most important thing that you will do. And it sounds small. It doesn't, you know, because it's not a big action. It's not like getting up and moving a chair. You know, it's internal. All the work starts inside first. And your life is just a reflection of it. That's all it is. That's all it is. In every part of your life. Your bank account, your relationships, your home. Do you have peace in your life? Do you have serenity? Do you, like, you know what I'm saying? Many of you are living in disarray because your mind and your language is in disarray. Okay, guys? That's all I have to say. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'll see you at ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com, where you can book a master chart reading, a soul session. I'm even doing forensics. You can get my audio and paperback books. And I believe the site is still on sale. By the time I post this video, it'll be 40% off the entire site, so you have no excuse not to have my materials. You can get jewelry. I have fabulous Scorpio jewelry. And I hope you guys are enjoying all of my little series. I hope you're enjoying my shorts. I have some amazing series coming for 2024. I'm going to take a pivot. I don't really know exactly what that pivot is, but I feel it coming. We'll see what happens with Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon. But I'm definitely doing some other projects behind the scenes that I'm passionate about. And that's all I have to say. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and that's it. Mwah.